Well, to be honest, salt preference is an acquired taste that can be learned, unlearned and relearned. Hi guys! Last week we spoke about sugar. Today we shall speak about something that looks exactly the same but tastes very different. You are right, salt it is. Salt is made up of 40% sodium and 60% chloride. Most of us use salt to season and flavor all our food, and for some of us, it is almost impossible to eat a food without salt. The fact is, our body only requires a small amount of sodium to support nerve functions, contract and relax muscles, and maintain the proper balance of water and minerals. We only need about 500 mg of sodium daily for these vital functions. However, most of us consume at least 1.5 teaspoons of salt per day, which is about 3400 mg sodium, and this amount is far more than what our body really needs. Too much salt intake can lead to development of high blood pressure, heart disease and stroke. Therefore, it's crucial for us to reduce the intake of salt for the benefit of our health. So how can we do that? Cut back or eliminate intake of processed meat. Processed meats like ham, bacon, sausages, smoked chicken and smoked fish all contain high amount of sodium. All meat naturally contains some sodium. However, processed meat usually has extra salt added to the product for the purpose of preservation, controlling the growth of bacteria and increasing shelf life, as well as for flavor and texture. So it is best to replace processed and smoked meats with healthier filling options like grilled chicken breast, tuna, egg and hummus to cut down the amount of salt you consume. We can very easily add plenty of flavor to our meals with herbs, spices and citrus, dressings and vinegar in place of salt. Also bear in mind, ingredients like chicken or vegetable stock, soy sauce and miso already contain hidden salt, so go easy on them and choose lower or reduced salt versions if they are available. Choose whole unprocessed food. Remember the last time I spoke about processed food? The more processing, the more likely salt has been added along the way. Always base your meals on whole, minimally processed food with plenty of vegetables and fruits. You can be sure these foods generally contain a lesser salt than processed foods. So next time you visit a supermarket, make sure your trolley is filled with vegetables and fruits rather than processed foods. Just like the same way to reduce added sugar intake, we also need to read food labels to reduce salt intake. To keep it simple when reading a food label, always remember, less is best. Choose products which have the least amount of sodium per 100 gram. Train your tongue. How many of you are aware that babies under 12 months should not get any additional salt through their diet? Does that mean they don't enjoy their meals? Well, to be honest, salt preference is an acquired taste that can be learned, unlearned and relearned. It takes about 6 to 8 weeks for us to get used to eating food with lesser salt, but once you are there, you will actually find it hard to eat foods like potato chips because they taste way too salty. So gradually add less salt to your favorite recipes. Your taste buds will adapt over time. Identify high sodium sources in your diet. If you realize, we all usually eat similar food every day. So what we need to do is first determine food that contain high sodium in our diet. Once we have determined that, it is so much easier to cut down our salt intake. Did you know the top 5 high sodium foods most frequently consumed by Malaysian adults are fried vegetables, white bread or wholemeal bread, omelette, fried chicken and fried rice. So if you are also one of those who always eat the food that I mentioned, you may want to cut down the amount of salt used when cooking this food or opt for low sodium alternatives. Hey everyone! If you like today's video, feel free to like and subscribe to my channel so you will not miss my weekly videos where I shall be empowering you to lead a healthy life. You can also follow me on my Facebook or Insta to get daily health tips and recommend to your loved ones as well. Meanwhile, if you have any questions or feedback or even any topics that you would like me to discuss, feel free to type in the comment box. Thank you for watching.